Welcome back. We're reintroducing you to children featured in our Heart for Kids series. This evening, the story of a little boy whose condition was discovered before he was even born.
And this was shot before social distancing became routine. Here's News 4's Jolene Cheney.
Okay.
When you look at little Bennett, you can't help but notice how much he looks like his daddy, his father's looks, and his mother's determination.
Woo! Almost.
From the beginning of her pregnancy with Bennett, Jennifer was considered high risk. She has lupus, and every checkup included an ultrasound. And thank goodness it did.
I could tell something was wrong, and that's when he told me, he's like, I'm pretty positive he has hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And
Did you have any idea what that was?
I had no idea. He didn't explain it. He just said that he's going to have multiple surgeries if he survives, and told me that abortion was an option. And so I knew that I wasn't going to do that. I was going to give him a chance.
And what followed took every ounce of determination this family had. Baby Bennett wasn't born yet, but doctors were already preparing for the long journey ahead once he was.
Bennett has something called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. That means his left side of his heart did not develop all the way. So instead of having two good ventricles like you and I have, a right ventricle and a left ventricle, his left ventricle is very small and essentially has to function with the right ventricle as one ventricle.
The diagnosis was the first step of many. A series of operations would follow to essentially make the right ventricle do the work of two ventricles, something it's not really strong enough to do or meant to do.
If we can identify children prenatally, we can take their blood cells out of the umbilical cord. We get those cells and we process them and freeze them, and they're kept in storage at Mayo Clinic. And then at the time of the operation, when the child is 4 to 8 months of age, they send the cells down, and after we've done the operation, I'll inject those cells into the muscle of the heart. And the hopes are that these stem cells will stimulate the heart there to grow more cells
and become stronger in hopes of lasting longer and avoiding the need for a transplant. And that's exactly what Dr. Burkhart and his team at Children's Hospital did for Bennett.
This was the first time that this has been done, actually, in the world.
If it wasn't for Dr. Burkhart and the way that he does his surgeries, I don't think Bennett would be here. Yeah.
Jennifer has come a long way from the day she left her checkup not knowing what hypoplastic left heart syndrome even meant.
I pulled over and looked it up in a parking lot as to what it was, and it's scary.
But on July 23rd, 2018, a 5-pound, 10-ounce baby boy was born.
How many kids, are out there that they abort and could be like this right here? So it just breaks my heart that that is an option, just because they are going to be born with half a heart and they're never guaranteed tomorrow. So we take it day by day.
Thanks to the choice of life his mother made, and to the team of medical professionals who made that choice possible by giving a heart for kids.
And if you would like to help children like Bennett, consider donating at the website here on your screen. So sweet how he smiled when he got a kiss from his mama.
Sure is.